Woodbury County also joining 6 other counties in appealing the Iowa Utilities Commission's decision to grant a permit to Summit Carbon Solutions for a carbon dioxide pipeline that runs through the state. Board of Supervisors Chairman Matthew Ung says that Woodbury County is against the pipeline for different safety and legal reasons, including the potential use of eminent domain for a private project. A coalition of 7 counties, including Woodbury, Shelby, Kossuth, Floyd, Emmett, Dickinson, and Wright County, they have decided to seek judicial review at the state level, appealing the issue to a judge's decision in district court.
The board hopes to see the district court overturn this decision or hamper it in any way that protects our landowners. We simply want to make sure that the route is, respects our state, our county, and also our citizens in regards to their fears of eminent domain being used on a private project that doesn't present a public good.
Chairman Ung went on to say that if their appeal to the district court is to fail, that this case is a candidate for review by the Iowa Supreme Court.